Yo, my man Zuck, check it out. I'm not trying to be too hard on you because I get it, right? We all make mistakes. I'm actually somebody trying to right wrongs that I've done in my life as well, Zuck. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, man. You came out and said all these things about how you censored, free speech, and it was because the politicians and political game. Matter of fact, we just gonna listen to it, and then I'm gonna tell you what I think you should do because I'm one of the people that was affected by your little policies, on Facebook and Meta in 2020. All right, you took my accounts. Collectively, I had over half a million followers you took from me because of misinformation, which all came out to be true information. So really, you was just silencing real information and letting people who were pushing the fake information stay on your platforms. So if you really want to make it right, well, restore our accounts. But I'm gonna let everybody hear what you had to say first, and then I'm probably gonna pause it during your explanation, just to make it known what I really feel. So check me out.
Hey everyone, I want to talk about something important today because it's time to get back to our roots around free expression on Facebook and Instagram. I started building social media to give people a voice. I gave a speech at Georgetown 5 years ago about the importance of protecting free expression, and I still believe this today. But a lot has happened over the last several years. There's been widespread debate about potential harms from online content. Governments and legacy media have pushed to censor more and more. A lot of this is clearly political, but there's also a lot of legitimate.
Was it clearly political when you was doing it? I can't help but think, not even think, I know this at this point. We know that the Democratic Party was pushing you, the White House, literally the White House was pushing you to censor people like me, conservative voices, right? Censor us, strip our, bro, you literally took away a lot of memories from me. You took them away. You deleted my whole platform. And you talk about legacy media. You became legacy media, bro. You became that. And you pushed one narrative. Make it right. That's all I'm saying. Make it right.
Legitimately bad stuff out there. Drugs, terrorism, child exploitation. These are things that we take very seriously.
I didn't do any of those things. My platform was literally just talking about politics and telling the truth. It was literally videos where I was out there and what you seen before your very eyes was true. And you took my platform. You took my platform for reporting what was real, what was actually happening. And you took my platform, not just mine, a whole bunch of conservative voices.
And I want to make sure that we handle responsibly. So we built a lot of complex systems to moderate content. But the problem with complex systems is they make mistakes.
Yeah. The system that you put in place was ran by, it had to be a bunch of very left-leaning, not liberal, I'm going to say leftist, who just, they can't take anything other than, the communistic, Marxist approach. That's it. If you're not pushing that, then you don't have a voice. Proof they took, you took my platform.
Even if they accidentally censor just 1% of posts, that's millions of people. And we've reached a point where it's just too many mistakes and too much censorship. The recent elections also feel like a cultural tipping point towards once again prioritizing speech.
So is this why you're tipping your point over this way again? Is that why? Because you know that Trump's back and you're probably going to be held accountable in some way, shape, or form? Maybe that's why. If you really, and like I said, I'm not trying to be too hard on you, bro, because we all make mistakes, right? We all learn and we all do better when we know better. So if you really are trying to change, I hear you. If you really are trying to do this, it's not about fact checkers. It's not about any of that. Give us back our accounts that you took. Give us back our accounts.
So we're going to get back to our roots and focus on reducing mistakes, simplifying our policies, and restoring free expression on our platforms.
How about restoring accounts on your platforms that you took for misinformation or hate speech just because we was telling the truth? How about that? How about you give me back my platform, bro? That's all I'm asking. It's been real rough, just so you know. Trying to rebuild to 380,000 on Facebook and 250 plus thousand on Instagram. That's a lot. And you took it for misinformation. They accidentally, like you just said, they accidentally, 1% accident. No, it wasn't an accident. It was very intentional, bro. Very intentional.
More specifically, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to get rid of fact checkers and replace them with community notes similar to X, starting in the US. After Trump first got elected,
first off, you're never going to be Elon. Stop that. That's not going, just because you try to make your platforms more like X because there was a max exodus, pun intended. I did that on purpose right now. And a lot of people like myself are over there on X now because X pretty much does have freedom of speech. I mean, they got some stuff going on right now, true enough, but they're not doing what you did. They're not literally taking away people's whole platforms. They might take your blue check mark. I would have been okay with that. You would have took a check mark from me, but you literally took my entire platform on both of your sites, bro. And on Instagram, I wasn't even posting all the stuff that I was posting on Facebook. You just took it because it was my name. Give me back my platforms.
Elected in 2016, the legacy media wrote nonstop about how misinformation was a threat to democracy. We tried in good faith to address those concerns without becoming the arbiters of truth.
Now you lying. Now you're lying. You literally became the arbiter of truth. That's what you did, bro. The arbiter of truth. That's what you literally was telling people they're lying, and you got the truth over here. Your fact checkers are telling the truth, and they was lying. You literally did that.
But the fact checkers have just been too politically biased and have destroyed more trust than they've created, especially in the US.
You think?
So over the next couple of months, we're going to phase in a more comprehensive community notes system. Second, we're going to simplify our content policies and get rid of a bunch of restrictions on topics like immigration and gender that are just out of touch with mainstream discourse.
You literally took my platform for those things. Literally. Give me back my platform. Give me back my Instagram. Give me back my Facebook with everybody that was on there. Give me back every single post that I made that was true so I could go back and show, look, y'all, I was not lying. This was really happening. This was the truth. Give me back my platforms, bro. Everybody, all the conservatives that you took off of your sites, the Hodge twins, give them back their platform. Give them back. Give everybody back their platforms. Matter of fact, just go through the roster of conservatives. As long as they wasn't on some racial stuff, man, give them back their platforms. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
What started as a movement to be more inclusive has increasingly been used to shut down opinions and shut out people with different ideas, and it's gone too far.
Truth.
So I want to make sure that people can share their beliefs and experiences on our platforms. Third, we're changing how we enforce our policies to reduce the mistakes that account for the vast majority of censorship on our platforms. We used to have filters that scanned for any policy violation. Now, we're going to focus those filters on tackling illegal and high-severity violations. And for lower severity violations, we're going to rely on someone reporting an issue before we take action. The problem is that the filters make mistakes, and they take down a lot of content that they shouldn't. So by dialing them back, we're going to dramatically reduce the amount of censorship on our platforms.
So you telling me that you made a very leftist AI that was taking down our posts, taking down our platforms, deleting our accounts? That's what you're telling me. You put in your algorithm, listen, I want you to be Maxine Waters, Nancy Pelosi, AOC, Ilhan Omar on steroids and just go crazy. That's what you're telling me? That it was AI. It wasn't you. If it wasn't you, now you know, okay? Everybody, if you could, share this video out and tag Mark Zuckerberg in it. Give us back our accounts, bro. If you really want to make it right, give back our accounts.
We're also going to tune our content filters to require much higher confidence before taking down content. The reality is that this is a trade-off. It means we're going to catch less bad stuff, but we'll also reduce the number of innocent people's posts and accounts that we accidentally take down. Fourth, we're bringing back civic content. For a while, the community asked to see less politics because it was making people stressed. So we stopped recommending these.
You took away my account that was literally civic. That's what I did. That's what I did. You took my account because, bro, This is this is hard to listen to. Zuck, I'm trying, brother. I'm really trying. Like I've re-affiliated my life with God, and I'm really trying not to curse you out right now. But this is upsetting to hear you say these things. You're bringing back everything that you banned us for. Everything that you banned us for, you're bringing back and admitting that you squashed us in the algorithm. You took away our platforms because I don't know. It was an accident. It was an accident because your algorithm was messed up, or the AI that you created to run the post. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that you need to give back our accounts.
These posts. But it feels like we're in a new era now, and we're starting to get feedback that people want to see this content again. So we're going to start phasing this back into Facebook, Instagram, and Threads while working to keep the communities friendly and positive. Fifth, we're going to move our trust and safety and content moderation teams out of California, and our US-based content review is going to be based in Texas.
Okay, Zuck. So you're telling me that you believe in this so profoundly that you're like, you know what? We got to get out of wacky leftist California, where they push the craziest leftist extremism, and we're going to move to super conservative Texas, where we love freedom, we love 2A, we love freedom of speech, we love the Constitution. Bruh, if you making this kind of move, and you basically, what you basically saying, you Team Trump now. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, so if that's the case, give back Team Trump profiles. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm asking, bro. It's not I know you could do it. You have a database full of all of our stuff. It's all you got to do is release it. You've given back people's accounts that have sued you. I know you got my account sitting somewhere in a coffin in your database. Rest in peace, Cash's account. Give me back my account, bro. And everybody else's. It's crazy.
As we work to promote free expression, I think that it will help us build trust to do this work in places where there is less concern about the bias of our teams. Finally, we're going to work with President Trump to push back on governments around the world that are going after American companies and pushing to censor more. The US has the strongest constitutional protections for free expression in the world. Europe has an ever-increasing number of laws institutionalizing censorship and making it difficult to build anything innovative there. Latin American countries have secret courts that can order companies to quietly take things down. China has censored our apps from even working in the country. The only way that we can push back on this global trend is with the support of the US government. And that's why it's been so difficult over the past 4 years when even the US government has pushed for censorship. By going after us and other American companies, it has emboldened other governments to go even further.
Bro, why you didn't tell on them when they was doing this to you? Huh? Why you didn't come out? You have a social media platform. You could have came out and like, look, everybody, like TikTok did. TikTok didn't kiss the ring. TikTok was like, look, check it out. They coming after us because they don't like that we letting you guys see everything that we letting you see. Why didn't you do that? You know why? It wasn't in your best interest. And this is why I feel, and again, I'm not trying to be too hard on you, but you seem so genuine, right? But I know what you did to me and other people. So it's disingenuous when you say things like now you're willing to work with Trump to be a champion, basically, of freedom of speech, when you were literally the oppressor of freedom of speech for so long. For so long. And now that he's back in office, you're like, okay, I got to think of something here. We got to get it together. Let's love conservatives. I'll accept that. I'll accept that. But first, you got to reinstate everybody's accounts. Do that. Do that. Reinstate everybody's accounts. Give them back everything that you took from them, bro. That's the only way. That's the only way, bro. You ain't never. I will not believe anything you're saying. I want to. I really do. I really want to believe you right now because you do seem like you're trying, right? But I don't know. I just don't know after you done literally pulled the rug from underneath me with my account. You did it to a lot of people. It's hard. It's really hard to believe you. It really is.
But now we have the opportunity to restore free expression, and I am excited to take it. It'll take time to get this right, and these are complex systems. They're never going to be perfect. There's also a lot of illegal stuff that we still need to work very hard to remove. But the bottom line is that after years of having our content moderation work focus primarily on removing content, it is time to focus on reducing mistakes, simplifying our systems, and getting back to our roots about giving people voice. I'm looking forward to this next chapter. Stay good out there, and more to come soon.
Restore my account. That's the way to make it better. I'm talking about stay good out there. Stay good out there. You know what would make me stay good a little easier? If you gave back my account. I've been out of prison for almost a year. In February, make a year. And let me tell you something. I've grown my platforms on X and YouTube pretty simply. You know where I'm having the most trouble at, Mr. Zuck? Right here on Facebook and Instagram. And you want to know why? Because to this day, you got little notes on my creator account that says that you don't promote this kind of content, which is civic content, what you're talking about promoting now. Zuck, you know how hard it's been to grow my platform? I've got 11,000 people on my once 380,000 people account that I built. You took. And now you're telling me you're going to promote the exact thing that you took from me? Make that make sense, bro. You're going to promote the exact thing because that's what people want us. People been wanted to see it. But you were listening to people who didn't want to hear it because it was against them. It was the truth against them. So you took my account and other accounts like mine. But now you're going to promote it. Give me back my account. Now, I made it through this without calling you one name, without cursing at you. So now I'm going to say, and I'm going to ask for America to do the thing that we're going to be doing from now on. So I'm trying to be above coming at people the wrong way. So I'm just going to ask for America. When we get done with this right now, say a prayer for Mark Zuckerberg that what he just said is sincere. And then ask God to put it into his heart to give back everything that he took from people like myself and maybe you. You might have had your account taken down because of your civic post that had nothing to do with violence, had nothing to do with child porn, had nothing to do with drugs, had nothing to do with the things that he said. It was just a political account. So let's pray to God that what he said is real. Let's pray to God that he means what he said in that video. And Mark Zuckerberg, if you happen to see this, I'm calling everybody right now. If you could, please share this out wherever you're watching it from. Share this out and tag Mark Zuckerberg. Give us back our accounts, brother. That'll make it right. Peace.